There's a rabbit over here. He looks homeless. I'm gonna try and help him out. We slept in like crazy this morning. It is 9:30. Normally we try and get back from our coffee business meeting at 9, if that tells you anything. So we're running at least an hour and a half late right now. I think that party kind of like kicked our butt in a way.
Yeah, it usually takes like a day to recover.
It is so like humid today. Everything in our house is wet, and look at the windows in this place. You can't even see in. It's so like foggy. Is that on the inside? Oh, that's on the outside. That's our seat right there.
Hi! This weekend, Ben and I are going away on our anniversary. And this morning we're writing out our expectations, each of us, for that weekend. And we wrote them out side by side. And it was really interesting to see how different we are. Because I know we're different, but when you see it written out, you realize, oh, that's why we have so much conflict. Our main differences are, I think Ben wants to connect more sexually, physically than I do, more often. I want to like connect with him, but in more ways that are like not that way. Like good food and let's go to a fun place and have a fun experience.
I also like good food and fun places.
Yeah, but we both agreed on good coffee.
We're talking about these things, which is progress for us ahead of time.
Yeah.
Instead of just having the expectations not be met and not even know what the heck's going on.
Yep.
Like our honeymoon.
It's probably not going to work well to think the other person is going to get inside your own head and figure it out for you. Yeah. Good coffee.
We wanted to take a minute. We've noticed that we have more views and subscribers lately. So some of you are probably new watching this, and we want to say that we're really glad that you're here.
Yeah. We're glad if you're here, if you're new, and we're glad for all you older people.
Yeah,
watching us for a while.
Whether you've watched one episode or all, I think we're at 185 now. We are the Crawfords, and we're just about creating a channel that shows our life honestly. And I think there's two things we really want from this channel. One is to let some of you know out there that you're not alone in your craziness and your chaos. We have it too. And the second thing is we want to show people a way of life with family that offers some hope and inspiration maybe. But for us, we want to let people know like, hey, there is a way to have family that actually is like, we feel like is a huge blessing and a wonderful gift to us. And we know a lot of people that have given up on family. So we don't think you should give up. But we're glad you're here. We read every comment. And we hope that you guys leave a comment with what you're thinking and what you're experiencing from watching these episodes, because it helps us know where you're at. Otherwise it's voyeurism. And then it's weird. Then you're like a stalker and you're stalking us like right now.
Let's face it, it's already weird.
Yeah, it's all weird actually. Talking to a camera while walking down a street is weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to edit today's episode, and I get this message dialogue that says I don't have any memory on my hard drive left. I started off with 5 terabytes, and I have 2.5 gigabytes available in this thing, which I call the Mega Black Brick. And this is a hard drive I bought just for this vlog, and it cost me about 130 bucks. So what that means is, if 5 terabytes equals $130, that was 185 episodes. $130 divided by 1. About 70 cents an episode just for hard drive storage space. When I put it that way, 70 cents isn't actually that much. I never got into filming vlogs to learn how to use hard drives. It's just one of those things that you have to know how to do, and there's extra costs that are like behind the scenes. So I got this new one right here, and I'm gonna open it up. And if you don't mind, I'm just gonna use all the footage from the last one that I filmed. I think it was episode 5. It's never like just a hard drive. Look, I had to like get an extension cord to plug it in because these are all full here. And then all my USB cables are full. I'm not complaining. There's just a lot beneath the surface. But it's all set up. I have 5 terabytes free. I'm good for another 9 months at least. But it's 2:30 and I haven't even started editing today yet. It is time for dinner with the family out in the garden.
First watch has BLTE.
Yeah, probably because they're a breakfast lunch place.
I just had this conversation with one of my kids. Hey, don't shake your tail, please. And it was about this incident that happened over the weekend. I walked downstairs and I saw my kid close the laptop. And whenever that happens, my heart kind of sinks because I'm like, what the heck are they looking at? So I started asking her some questions and she told me some of the truth. But you know that feeling that you have when you're like, I feel like I'm being lied to, or I'm not getting the whole story, or I'm a little suspicious. And I had a really important choice to make at that moment. One is just to go about my business and be like, okay, well, whatever. 2 was to investigate the matter further. And I decided to not let it go. I decided I'm gonna make a big deal out of this because I want to know what happened. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to find out. So my morning screeched to a halt. I got the iPods, I got the laptops, I started going through browser history, I started entering passwords and figuring stuff out, going through email, and I found out that stuff was going on. And in this case, it was pretty mild. There was like some online sites being accessed for contests, and an app was downloaded on the iPod. And it could have been a lot worse. With me, it would have been a lot worse. But I was really pissed because I know the danger of keeping secrets. I kept secrets my entire childhood. What I wished I had when I was younger was someone that could see through my BS and help me to stop lying, because I lied a lot. And I feel like I got caught with some things, but then I would just lie. And this is what happened to me. This is what my daughter did, is she lied. I wanted to just leave it at that. You know, that would have been much easier. But I felt like I need to figure out the truth. Not so I can just like bust her, but so I can show her the consequence of lying right now when she's younger, so she doesn't have to wait to get to an adult like I had to learn when I was like still lying a lot and not getting caught and hurting a lot more people in a lot bigger ways. If stuff's happening with my kids on their phones, on their laptops, it doesn't matter. It's my gig. It's my responsibility. And as parents, I think we need to be super proactive. If we're going to give our kids devices that connect to the internet, we need to be more proactive in monitoring and figuring out what the heck is going into their brains, because we're responsible for it. And I realized I wanted to put a hammer through that iPod, and I'm not afraid to do it because, yeah, it's nice, it's great, but it is not worth it. You know, if it hurts my children. So if you have that feeling like you're like suspicious, you're like something's not quite right here, maybe you've thought, oh, that's not my thing, or I've done the best I could, or it's probably not that bad. I would say go with it, and it's okay to be wrong with your kids. You don't need to come down and like accuse them and be like, I know you did this. But for their sakes, this is the letter I got today. I made it blurry on purpose because I don't want you to see which kid it is. And what she said was, someday I'll tell the truth the first time. And I believe she will. But if she's anything like me, she's gonna need help. And I'm willing to wade through the bullshit with her. I'm willing to fight for her, even through herself. Tonight, we're cooking steaks over the fire.
Why don't you just hang out with him for right now, and then you don't have to. Hey.
Well,
Okay.
you okay?
Yeah.